against BC and had your first tackle for loss the other night. Feel like you're getting your legs under you?
Yeah, I feel like I'm just going out there and doing what I'm supposed to do. When my number's called, just get the job done so there's no drop off when like the second string or the third string comes in there to, take over the game. And I'm just happy that I got an opportunity to showcase my talents.
You almost said last week that you're going to play, you're not going to redshirt this season. Kind of when did you find out that you were definitely going to play football?
I honestly didn't find out till this game, but it's better to have an opportunity. It's better to be ready and not have an opportunity than not be ready and have an opportunity. So I just try to remain focused and stay ready at practice and meetings and all that, and keep faith.
What's it been like for you adjusting to the culture down here? I imagine it's pretty different from Michigan and certainly Nigeria.
Yeah, it's a lot different being so far from home. I didn't think it would ever get this cold. I like the cold, so I'm kind of happy about that. It was kind of cold last game, so that's probably why I played good. And it's not that much different. It feels like a family. Every time I come down here, I feel like I'm at home with my brothers, and it's not that much different.
When the season started, everybody was talking about the loss of the three main guys off the defensive front from last year's team to the NFL. What was it like to come in and try to fill that void as a freshman and look towards playing time and think you're going to get some playing time?
It wasn't that big of a task. I mean, those guys are great guys, but Clemson recruits great players. Tyler Davis, Niles Pinckney, and Jordan Williams. The list goes on. So, we all just try to remain ready and not fall into the hype and do what we needed to do and show that, like, even though those guys left, that there's still a whole bunch of guys that's willing to play and willing to sacrifice for the team.
What's it like working with Coach Bates?
He's a great coach. I mean, not playing football for that long. I only started playing 11th grade, and coming here and switching positions to defensive tackle, it hasn't been that much of a drop-off. It's still the same to me. He's coaching me very well, taking his time with me, so the game is slowing down to me, and it's not like I'm running out there with my head cut off and just running around there with the bright light. So. That's kind of hard. I've grown in every aspect, honestly. My game has gotten better. I feel that I've grown mostly with the run game. Since, in high school I didn't play the run that well. But now I feel like I can stop the run. And
What specifically has allowed you to improve with the run game?
probably like, taking on double teams. I'm not used to that since I used to play outside. I used to just be one guy one-on-one, but now it's two guys. Just a grown man's world down there, so I just thank him for giving me the ability to hold my own.
What's the pressure like with the reputation this defense has built over the past several years? What is the pressure like to perform at a high level once you get in there and get some snaps?
I mean, it's no pressure at all. It's just Coach Venables, he's probably the greatest defensive coordinator to ever do this. And if you just follow his system and listen to him, like, the plays will come to you. You don't even have to make spectacular plays, but if you just know what to do and do your assignment, the plays will eventually come to you. So it's really no pressure. Just go out there and do your job, and it all falls to place.
Do you get any reps inside of high school, or was it all?
No, I played all outside, yeah.
Okay, so your first time you played tackles?
It was, yeah, in camp, yeah.
Okay. What was that like? Do you remember?
It was completely different. Everything moves fast in there, so I didn't have time to, like, read my blocks, so I struggled with reading blocks and all that, but now it's kind of slowed down to me, and now I can see what's coming, and I can. Coach Bates has taught me to look at the backfield since pre-snap and look at the mannerisms of the offensive line, so it's getting pretty easy.
Are you doing any power hour this season?
No.
No. Okay. So where are you weighing right now?
293.
How did your recruitment kind of unfold? How did that process go with Coach Sweeney? Did they reach out to you, or did you reach out to them? How did that go?
It's kind of a funny story. I was just on my phone one day, and Coach Venables followed me on Twitter. And, like, I kept trying to follow him, but I guess his Twitter was private, so he didn't know how to accept it. So we couldn't communicate. And he kind of reached out to me, and DM gave him my number, and then we talked, and they offered me over the phone. And to show how serious I was, I came down here in probably like 2 weeks. And ever since then, it's just been the sky's the limit.
What's it like to all of a sudden notice that Venables is following you on Twitter? That just kind of happened out of that?
Yeah, it just kind of happened out of the blue. I didn't even know, like, I was getting closer to closing my recruitment. During the summer, I wanted to commit early so I could focus on my senior season. And then when he followed me, that just like opened up a lot of doors. And Clemson has been a dream school of mine for a while, you know, playing with them on NCAA with my brothers. So.
Is there a particular player or two that's kind of taking you under his wing, one of the older guys?
Say Justin Maskell. I mean, that's kind of probably not what people would expect, but you know, I just every day I came here, he'd always have his head down and work. You know, no matter what it was work. At camp, work, all those hard days, he'd always pick me up and have my back. And Niles and Jordan, and they always had my back ever since. So you know, it got hard, but they always stuck with me.
How did Clemson become your dream school?
It was really through NCAA, the NCAA football game, because that was the only team that could beat Alabama, and that was the only team that. So every time my brother would pick Alabama, I would pick Clemson, and
You hope they bring that game back?
I really hope they do, so I can play with myself. That's
Everyone likes to talk about just how raw you are and how many physical tools you have. What do you think are your best attributes in that regard?
God has blessed me with size, so like I adapt pretty well. I went from playing end, I was probably like 215 pounds, to being like 290 in a year and a half. So I haven't got any slower to me. I've gotten faster actually. The strength coaches have done a great job with me, and yeah, I just honestly thank God for all my attributes. I mean, He's the one that's blessed me with the capability mentally and physically.
You started playing late. You said, what kind of got you into football? What were you doing before that?
It was my 10th grade year. After basketball season, we lost in the state championship, and I was kind of like, I was going into my junior year like, I'm trying not to. I have 6 siblings, and my parents are paying for their school, so I was trying to figure out ways for them not to pay for my school. So my coach just called me after the game, a football coach, Corey Parker, and told me to come try out and play football for him. I didn't know what I was doing. I just went out there and played a lot of positions, actually. They switched me from like wide receiver to tight end to linebacker, and then I was just getting heavier and bigger, lifting weights, and I eventually somehow ended up on the D-line, and it just went up from there.
It's kind of a whirlwind going from starting to play football in 11th grade to getting offers from Clemson.
I wouldn't say so much. I mean, I knew after my first summer playing football, I knew that was my calling. You know, God has mysterious ways of revealing Himself to people, and I started developing love for the game and working harder and harder, and then to be here is just a blessing.
Where do you rank among your siblings?
I'm the youngest one.
You're the youngest?
Yeah.
Okay. Do they play sports?
One of my sisters ran track in high school, but she's in the military now. So
Were you like a football fan, even though you weren't playing?
yeah, I was a football fan. All my cousins played football. I got a cousin in Notre Dame. I got another cousin. He went to Michigan. He played defensive end, and one more cousin. He plays at Iowa right now. So, I mean, we've always had a football family, and I've always supported them and wanted to do it. But my love was for basketball at the time. So,
You play soccer at all growing up?
not really. Probably in the backyard, but nothing major.
So did you think basketball would be, like if you played in college growing up, you thought that's the sport you would do?
Yeah, I thought I was gonna play basketball for the rest of my life because in 8th grade I was always the tallest kid, and then when 10th grade came, it's point guards that are my size. So now it's like I can't go to like the NBA being the 6'5" power forward or center. So I had to come to the realization that I had to figure out something else to do.
Do you ever think about what would happen if you would have tried to play football and kind of where you be?
I don't even know, to be honest. I just hope that everything works out for the best, and so I don't even know where I'd be right now if I didn't play football.
Are you getting any basketball looks from any schools?
Not major schools, but small schools around the area. I was on a circuit, played for Michigan Mustangs,
What was your first offer again?
at Toledo, University of Toledo.
When did that come?
It came my 3rd game of my junior year. Went to go visit them, and they offered me.
What's the worst pronunciation of your name?
Oh wow, I miss a lot of them. I mean, I couldn't even tell you right now, but just an easy way to remember it. Like I told them, it's like, oh, row your boat. So just remember that the H's are silent, and yeah. But it's been a lot of pronunciations.
First name, it's naturally.
Yes, it's Ogene Ruke. It means God has done so much for me. As you know, I'm from Nigeria, so you know names have meanings to them, and they're pretty long. But
Does anyone of your teammates coaches try to pronounce that?
Niles did one time, and completely obliterated it, but I wouldn't hold it to him.
Thanks for
Thanks for